Hey folks, welcome to the channel. My name's Reid, and today we're going to check out one of Cochrane's older communities, West Valley. Now, in all my other community tour videos, we've gone and we've shown you all the new build construction and all the newer homes here in Cochrane, Alberta. And today I wanted to take a step back from that and show you that there's some older, more mature communities here in the town of Cochrane that may suit your lifestyle a little bit better. Now, West Valley is located just west of Highway 22. And it's accessed off Quigley Drive. So if you've come into Cochrane, you've been driving north-south on Highway 22, and you've seen the Tim Hortons, the A&W, the DQ, now the GM dealership on your right-hand side if you're heading south. At that intersection where the A&W is Quigley Drive. And if you head west on Quigley Drive, you're gonna enter into two different communities, West Valley and West Terrace. Now we'll cover West Terrace in another video. For this video, I really want to focus on West Valley. Now, West Valley as a community was built in 1988. Most of the homes, though, were being built in the early to mid 90s. Now, right now, I'm walking on the southern portion of West Valley along the trail system at Mitford Park. Now, Mitford Park has some soccer fields, it's got some pathways that you can walk your dogs along, and it's got a few different ponds, one of which, as you see here in the video, is actually stocked with fish. So if you've got young kids that like to get out and do some fishing, you don't have to go very far. You can walk a couple blocks and cast off the dock that they have at the Mitford Pond. Now, as I'm walking along this pathway here, this is Mitford Pond here over to the right. And as you see right in the foreground here, there's actually a little fire pit seating area that you can come down and have a little picnic or fire with your family. And again, all of this is accessed right at the south side of West Valley. Now, homes in West Valley really vary in price and obviously size. Along Quigley Drive and in some of the areas closer to the tracks and closer to Highway 1A, there's quite a few bungalows with detached garages and laned homes. And those are selling anywhere in the mid 450s all the way up to about 550. Now, West Valley also has a couple different condo options. So there's the Village of West Valley, which is more of like a duplex condominium style area. And then there's actually a condo building right beside Sam Spicer Park that has some apartments as well. The bulk of the homes, however, in West Valley are detached single family homes. Now, as you see behind me here, as we walk along the pathway system with the park and the ponds and then onto the Bow River, which you'll see in the overhead here, the bulk of homes along this area are single family detached homes. Many of them are walkouts, and West Valley offers something that Cochrane's newer communities just can't. And as you can see behind me here, you've got just large, big, mature trees. You've got mature landscaping, and that's just something that takes time to develop. So if you're wanting a community that offers that, West Valley or West Terrace and some of the other older communities in Cochrane are really going to be a great place for you and your family. Now, the detached single family home pricing in West Valley, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, starts around that $450,000 mark, and that gets you into a bungalow style home at the low end, and then it goes all the way up to over $1 million. Now, those $1 million properties are very rare, and they typically are the homes that back right onto the river with some large lots. Now, if we take out the outlier of the $1 million properties that back onto the ponds and back onto the Bow River with large 80-foot lots and get into more of the common home in West Valley, you're gonna be sitting at an average home price of about $585,000. And like I said, that varies drastically from $450,000 for a rear lane bungalow all the way up to about the mid 700s for the typical larger lot, single family, front drive attached home. Now, homes in West Valley don't go for sale very often. In fact, in the last year, there's only been 23 homes that have sold in this community, and currently there's only one home on the market. And I think a big reason on why there's not a lot of turnover and not a lot of homes for sale in a community like West Valley is that families are looking for a little bit quieter lifestyle, larger lots with more mature landscaping and more privacy from their neighbors. And so when a family buys into a neighborhood like this, they're staying there for the long term. Most of the lots in West Valley are closer to 40 and 50 feet wide, with some as big as 80 feet wide. Now, to put that into perspective, a lot of the duplex style homes in the newer communities, or the single family detached laned homes, are on 25 to 30 foot lots. So you're getting a much larger lot that gives you a bigger backyard. If you do have one of the lane homes, you can put in a larger garage if that's something that you're interested in, and still maintain a more usable backyard area. Now, West Valley as a community does have a little bit closer access to some of the bigger amenities in Cochrane. If you continue on Quigley Drive and drive straight across Highway 22, you can follow that along and drive right into downtown Cochrane for all of your grocery shopping needs. And so you don't really have to worry about the highway construction or the construction on Highway 1A to go in and get your groceries. Now, the other benefit to West Valley is that there is 2 schools in the community. One is a French immersion school and one is Mitford Elementary. Now keep in mind that Mitford Elementary is a grades 5 to 8 school. So for grades 1 to 4, they'll actually go across Highway 22 into the community of Glenbow and go to Glenbow Elementary. Now there is another school which is a French immersion school, which is right beside Mitford Elementary. So if French immersion is something that you'd be interested in, this would be a great community because your kid has walking access to that French immersion school. A couple other features of West Valley. It is home to the Bethany Care Center, which is a long-term care facility for seniors. But I think it's important to touch on that if you had a family member that was needing to move into the Bethany and you wanted to be really close by, West Valley would be a great place for that. Now, I think the biggest feature of living in these older communities in Cochrane and West Valley, West Terrace, and a few of the other ones I'm going to touch on here that really needs to be talked about is that they are the closest communities to the Bow River. These are the communities that have been here the longest. These are the communities that have the prime land and prime location in the town. And so if you live in West Valley, you're a 5 to 10 minute walk where you can get down to the pathway system, walk along the Bow River, and enjoy that outdoor aspect that Cochrane's famous for. If you are considering wanting to be in an older community like West Valley, like Glenbow, like West Terrace, and we'll be going through all of these other communities as well in these tours, as a buyer you have to be ready to act quickly because like I mentioned, only 23 homes were listed in West Valley just last year. So there is not a lot of listings that do come up on the market for these communities. And I think that if you are going to be intentional about moving into one of these communities, you have to be prepared. You know, the house that you find may be older. Again, all of these homes were built in the early 90s, and many of them still need to be updated. So whether that's plumbing or repainting the whole place, kitchen upgrades, bathroom upgrades, keep in mind that you may have to jump on a listing that needs a little bit more work in order to update that home to a more modern feel. But that gives you an opportunity to make it yours, do what you would like, and still enjoy the peaceful aspect and the mature landscaping and the bigger lots that an older community like West Valley and Cochrane can provide. I'd love to bring you out here, show you West Valley. As I mentioned in the video, there is one listing in this community. So if West Valley and that older community is something you're interested in, reach out and get a hold of me. My contact information is in the description of the video below. Thanks for watching. If you do like the content in these, if you could do me a huge favor, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.